All right, buddy. All right, guys, we're down here with Ralph. Getting started with a little bit of play. This is his week 2 video recap. In this video, I'm gonna quickly run through our week 1 skills. Where's your toy? You were just playing with it, good boy. And then I'm also gonna show you the new exercises that we taught to the puppies for week 2, okay? Where is it? Get it, get it. Good boy, Ralph. We're just waking him up. Sometimes when I get to the end of the litter, everybody's taking a nap when I go back upstairs. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Give me that toy. Boop, boop, boop. What do you think? You ready to get started, huh? Yeah, let's grab some food. I bet you're hungry. So I'm gonna get some snacks, and like I said, let's quickly run through some stuff from last week. So we're gonna start just by charging the clicker. So remember we did this. Maybe just a few reps though. Good boy, Ralph. You hungry? And then we're gonna move right into following the food lure, okay? So he's nice and connected. Ralph, we compare his name to it. And remember, we're gonna go back and forth. Sometimes use our left hand, sometimes use our right hand. See if we can turn him around. Good boy, Ralph. You got a cute name. One more of those. Ralph. Yeah, good boy. Very nice. Okay, now let's do some hand targets. Puppies have been doing great with this, so we've gotten rid of the food in our hand. Ralph, touch. Woohoo! And then we click, and then we feed them after the fact now. Okay, Ralph, touch. Wow, good boy. These puppies are so gentle with their nose boops. Just sweet little babies. Ralph, touch. Yeah, there we go. Good boy. All right, new exercise for week 2. This is called the flying cookie game. I'm going to show Ralph that I got a piece of food. Get it. Toss it on the ground. Make some distance. Ralph. And then I'm going to call him back to me. Good boy. Feed him there. Get it. And then repeat. Ralph. Yeah, good man. Get it. Ralph. So this is teaching the puppy again what his name is. Ready? Get it. And it's also starting to, Ralph, teach the puppy to come to us when we say their name. Good job, Bub. You missed this cookie. Want it? Do you want that one on the ground? I'll give it to you for free. Good job, Ralph. Okay, so again, quickly ran through some of those exercises from last week. This week we've added the flying cookie game. I don't know if I said this in this video yet, but just like last week, I want you to go to the video library after you're done watching Ralph's recap video, and I want you to watch all the videos for week 2 in there, okay? Again, it's just gonna make all this make a little bit more sense. Good job, buddy. Ooh, where's your flirt pull? Where's your toy? Uh-oh. Where are you going? You gotta take a potty break? You can do that if you need to. Do it in the potty box though. No? You're just checking it out? Okay, silly boy. Alright, I think we're just going to move on to our next set of exercises. Sometimes when they first come down here, they're hungry. And they want to eat before they want to play. Alright, buddy? Alright, last week we worked on sits. Look at this guy sitting so nicely already for me. Come here, Ralph. Sit. You're a smart boy. Remember, we used the release cue. Okay. To mean he can get up out of the sit. Ralph, sit. Good job, Bubby. Very smart boy. Okay. Let's do one more sit. Ralph, sit. What a smarty pants. Okay. All right, new for week 2. We practiced down. So from a sit position, which these dogs are doing so nicely, I'm just going to lure them all the way down to the ground. Chest and elbows is down. I'm going to mark that. Okay, same thing. I'm going to feed them maybe more than one treat, and then I'm going to use the release cue to mean that they can get up, okay? So watch again from the sit position. Bring them all the way down. Good boy, Ralph. Feed him 1 or 2 there. And then, okay, release him out. It's right there, Turkey. Let's do that one more time. Sit. Make sure you can see it. Down. Good boy. Good job, Bubby. Okay. Good. So he's doing really nicely with the down on its own. Now we're going to use the down as new criteria for the mat. So you remember for week 1, we just wanted the puppies coming onto the mat, getting 4 paws on. For week 2, we've upped our criteria that not only do we want the puppies to be on the mat, but we also want them to lay down while they're on there, okay? And so we set the mat down. The puppies know to get over onto it now. Yeah, and if they don't go down right away, we just give them a few moments to think about it and see if they can offer it, which Ralph just did. That was perfect. I'm going to feed him a few pieces in a row just for holding that down. And then, okay, use our release word. Right here, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Great. Let's see if we can do that again. So put the mat down on the ground. If they don't go down right away, we're just going to give them a few moments to kind of think about it and see if the dog can offer it. If he needs help, I can always point or lure him down. Every puppy's kind of at a different stage with this in week 2, which is totally normal. Sometimes they'll offer the down and sometimes we need to still kind of lure them a little bit. Everybody's where they need to be though. Good boy. Feeding him a few in a row and then, okay, releasing him out. Yeah, I feel like you struggled with those release cookies last week too. Good boy. There we go. Let's refill just a few more and we'll try the mat one more time. See if we can get him on it over here so you can see what he's doing. Okay, give him a few moments to think about it. And he did it twice now, so let's see if he can do it a 3rd time. But this is where, this is like the learning stage, right? So you don't want to get impatient or frustrated with the dog. Just give them some time. If after like 10 seconds the dog still hasn't gone down, just lure them with a cookie, right? But Ralph is doing this really nicely. Good boy, Ralph. We feed him a few in a row and then we'll release him out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can get it. Okay. Good boy. Very good job, buddy. Okay, he did fantastic with the mat. Love that he's offering those downs on it. So again, 2 separate behaviors. Like if the dog is not on the mat and we tell them down, we want them to understand what that means, that they should get into the down position. But if you send the dog to the mat, you just want to be able to say, and you'll see this next week, and we just want to be able to say, go to your mat or your bed or whatever you want to call it, and the dog knows to go over there and lay down on it, okay? Whoa! What are you doing? Yeah, now you're a little bit more interested. Like I said, he's got some food in his belly now. Good job, Ralph. The next exercise that I'm going to show you, also new for week 2, we introduced going into the crates on their own. The puppies have all been sleeping in their crates at night, but we also want a dog who, if we ask them to go into their crate, will go right in. So I'll show you how we teach that. This is also a good game to play with the dog just to build value for the crate. Make sure that they love their crates. Right, buddy? Oh, I got it. I think I'm going to steal it from you. Let's do your crate now. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to get some food. Yeah, you're a tiny little baby, huh? I'm going to bring his crate out. And we'll open the door. Like I said, this is all about luring this week. Where's your cookie? Huh? And just like the mat and everything else, all the puppies are at slightly different maybe step with the crate. What do you think, bub? Want to go in your kennel? Good boy. There you go. Yeah, good boy. Good job, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Good job. So for week 2 for handling, we introduced a grooming tool, okay? So again, if it's not super comfortable for you to get down on the ground, you can certainly pick the puppy up and put them on a surface. I'm going to take our nail clippers and I'm just going to pet them to Gus a couple of times. Yes, good boy, and feed him for that. Good job, buddy. As long as the puppy is comfortable being handled or touched with the grooming tool, then we can start to pet them kind of all over, start to bring it down feet, maybe up onto their head a little bit. Yes, good boy. Nail clippers ultimately will have to touch their feet. Yes, so I can bring them to each foot. Yes, good boy, and feed him a cookie for that. Yes, Gus, very nice job, buddy. Yes, good boy. What a sweetie. And then you'll remember from week 1 as well, we just practiced a little handling, little restraint, putting them into different positions, handling body parts, so ears, tail, good boy, feet. Very nice, Gus. Good job, buddy. Can I see these feet? Yeah, what do you think? Good boy. Okay, so again, it doesn't really matter what the grooming tool is. I start them all the same way. I just want to get the puppy comfortable with being touched or petted with something other than my hands. Then we can start to move that grooming tool to different parts of their body, like their feet, their ears, their head. You know, they'll have to be touched like this with different things, even at the vet hospital with, you know, maybe the stethoscope or other veterinary equipment. Good job, buddy. So we had to go pretty slow and steady with the crate with Ralph. Not a big deal. We'll keep working on that with him. Make sure that you check out your week 2 videos in your video library again, and we'll see you next week for week 3. Good job, puppy.